I know I just made another video and posted it already to YouTube, but I was sitting here looking through my Steno notebook, my handy dandy Steno notebook, right? The notebook that I write all my ideas down in. And I never fail to go back to my ideas and read them and expand upon them and to think about them over and over again. That is one rule that you need to abide by. Why? Why do I say this? Because I've noticed as I get older, there are things that are in my mind that I thought were important at one point in time that I just cannot pull back out of my mind. They're in there. They're like covered up with all these other thoughts and experiences and ideas and things. They're in there, back there in my thinking noggin somewhere. But I just cannot recall where they're at so I can retrieve them. That's why I use a Steno notebook. I write down all my ideas, page after page, right? I generally, what I've learned over time is I take one page, one blank page, and that is where I write a new idea down. That idea might be one word. That idea might be a whole sentence. That idea may be 3 pages long, but I write it down because, this up here doesn't always work right. So, that brings me to, or back around to kind of what I hinted on my previous video that I posted. You can go back and review that. You can look at all my videos and review them. So, this is my train of thought. If you're over 60, or say you're over 50, right? You're getting near the end of your career. You're winding down. Your employer sees that. Your employer knows that you make a lot of money. Maybe, maybe not. You've got all these benefits, you got time with the company, this and that, the whole deal, right? Your employer may be thinking, hey, we're, kind of going through a tough time. We might be thinking about laying off all you folks that make over a certain amount of money, right? And have so many benefits. So, your job is on the line. You may get laid off. You may show up one morning 5 minutes late. Your employer says, hey, your shift starts at 7 a.m. You may end up getting in the parking lot and parking at 7:03, get in the building by 7:05, right? And your boss looks at you and says, oh, you know what? This has been our rule for a long, long time that you show up to work on time, right? What happens? They take your badge away. They walk you to the door, right? They say, get off the property. You no longer work here, right? That happens. Not that 5 minutes really makes a big difference in the overall scheme of operating a business, especially if you don't clock in and clock out, right? How many times have you been at work, right? And you don't get to take lunch because you're working. Or you have to stay late because you're working, right? Because your employment requires you to do that. But they can take that little 5 minutes and use that against you. Or they could just have layoffs and just say, we're laying off everybody that's been here over so many years and makes over so much money, right? That's why I've got this train of thought here. And bear with me, okay? This train of thought is, I thought I heard somebody coming in the door back there. My train of thought is, if you're over 50 or over 60, or even younger than that, say you're 30 or 40, who knows? Nobody knows what their life has in store for them. You need to think of your life, your finances, everything about you as a business, right? Why do you think of everything about yourself as a business. Because everything you do in life, right? You get up in the morning, you go to work. Why is that? You have to bring in an income to pay your bills, right? You got expenses. You got a family to take care of. The reason I'm kind of pointing towards the over 50 and over 60 crowd is because the over 50 and over 60 crowd tends to get caught up in the layoffs. They tend to get caught up in the 5-minute rule thing, right? The walk to the door. Think like an entrepreneur. Plan your budget. Plan a 12-months budget the best you can, right? And I'm thinking, right? Think, in quotes, I am a business. I am a business, right? You're a business, right? You're a business. If you're over 50 and over 60 and you want to make extra money, become a creator. Post your videos on YouTube. Plan your budget. Plan a 12-month budget. What do I need to do to be able to have that 12-month budget? What do I need to do so that I can be my own business? I have to think like an entrepreneur. All right. So I need to zero in on an audience. What is my audience? I don't know. I do all kinds of junk. I work on the cars. I do gardening. I take care of chickens. I fix things. Sometimes I just do nothing other than pick up the camera and talk at it. Zero in on your audience. Start creating. You have to be a creator, or you have to start creating to consider yourself a creator, right? Create those videos, create that content, and go ahead and just post it. Doesn't matter how stupid you think it is. YouTube is full of stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. All right. Consistency is key. You have to be consistent. And when I say consistent, I don't mean like 12 hours a day. Of course, some people can. My computer here just kind of locked up on me, so there's not that much light coming at me from my computer now. Oh, let me get that back up here. Anyway, consistency is key. There it goes. You got to craft a monetization strategy. You have to start early on that. Don't wait until you've got like 500 subscribers to start having a strategy on how to get monetized. You need to start from scratch. You need to start from day one, the beginning. Start. Craft your monetization strategy. Right? You need a money plan. You need your business plan. You think of yourself as a business. Start your creative journey. So what does your creative journey look like? Mine looks like whatever on earth I want it to look like. I've got a Steno notebook here. I write all kinds of stuff down in my Steno notebook. This is part of my business plan. This is part of my creative journey. So, I have a strategy, I have a plan. I also have a runny nose. Every time I get on YouTube to start making a video, my nose starts running. And I think I know why that is. Because most of the day I don't talk. When I open my mouth and I start breathing and talking and breathing in and out of my nose and my mouth and everything like that, it tends to wake up my sinuses and they start dripping away. Kind of like Dracula. I'm dripping away. I'm dripping. I'm dripping away. So, think. I am a business. Think like an entrepreneur. You got to plan your budget. You got to zero in on your audience. You got to start creating. You need to be consistent. Consistent means something different to me than it does to you. For me, right now, at my point in my creative journey, consistent means I want to post a video every day. I don't spend much time editing. I just turn on my camera and talk at it. Do I make plans? Not necessarily. So think like a business.